Is Ja Morant available? What's going on with him? Who's trying to get him? Could it be done fast, soon? What do you think, Brian?
I have not heard that Ja Morant is available. I don't know everything. I wouldn't say I know everything's going on. I have not heard he's available. Have there been the discussions that I have all day, every day about transactions that, is it something people are thinking about could happen and what would the market look like? I have heard that. I will just tell you that Ja is having a terrible season, and his shooting numbers and his production have fallen off a cliff. Now, that seems to be because he's not happy with his situation, but he's already coming off several years in a row where he's had either major off-court problems or injuries, and his numbers, I'm not just talking about the raw scoring. I'm talking about the thing that worries executives about him is that his interior scoring is going down. This is a guy who is one of the most explosive athletes I've ever seen, who became a superstar for his ability to explode to the basket. And there's all these indicators that are showing he's not doing that as much anymore, following a bunch of injuries. Now, maybe if he was on this call with us, he would say it's because I don't like this offense. I don't know, but there's yellow flags on his play. Meanwhile, his outside shooting has never been worse. Okay, so what I'm telling you is his trade value is not good. And then I would challenge you to this. How many teams, let me just put it to you how my conversations with executives have gone. We've got 29 other teams that don't have Ja Morant. How many of those teams are unhappy with their point guard situation? Okay, because there's a lot of great point guards out there. For the sake of argument, this exact conversation I've had with league executives about 10 times over for the last 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to roll through it. Let's say there's 7 or 8. Let's say there's 7 or 8 teams. You could debate whether there's 6, whether there's 9. Let's just say there's 7 or 8 teams that would, consider upgrading their point guard position. How many of those teams want Ja Morant that like those indicators? It's not 7 or 8, Rich. We could spend another couple of hours debating it, but let's say it's a few. Okay, let's say it's 3 or 4. All right, I'll give you 5. I don't think it's 5, but let's just say it's 5. How many of those 5 teams have a trade package that's available that Memphis would like? And I want to remind you, there's a whole bunch of teams out there that have restrictions on trades because of first or second apron stuff. So all of a sudden, the needle eye gets really narrow. And so you have a conversation about whether Ja Morant can be traded. And, a lot of people would say, oh, yes, of course, And I say, I don't know about that. I'm not sure that there's a massive market out there. So that's why I think the Grizzlies' intention is to try to make this work. And I think they suspended him not to announce to the league they want rid of him. They suspended him to try to get him to cooperate with what the coach wants. And I'm going to tell you, the results are saying that it is not working.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.